Hey friends, Peggy Hall back with you from thehealthyamerican.org. There's a phrase that really bothers me, and you probably have heard of it, especially if you're in the health freedom movement. And that is, if there is risk, there must be choice. Let me know in a comment if you have heard that. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to take a look at some of these images. Here's what a quick Giggle search shows. If there is a risk, there must be choice. And a lot of this, of course, is related to, as it says here, medical freedom. Where there is risk, there must be choice. All right. You are my smart, sophisticated, savvy, sometimes snarky, healthy Americans. Let me know in a comment what's wrong with that phrase. I know. I always like to upset the apple cart, and I ask you, how do you like them apples? But there is a glaring problem with this phrase. There always must be choice. It doesn't matter if there is a risk or not. You see, this concept, which I think is well-meaning by many people, I think a lot of people say these things and they don't think it all the way through. But when you think it all the way through, that means if there is no risk, then there is no choice. Or if there is no risk, there doesn't need to be a choice. There doesn't need to be a choice if there's no risk. And what happens next? We're told by the pharmaceutical companies and the CDC and the FDA and the Health and Human Services and your doctor and your employer and your child's college administrator and the store clerk at Trader Joe's, you're told, oh, there is no risk. These are safe and effective. And therefore, if there is no risk, you don't get a choice. That's why I've been speaking out so vehemently about this in the freedom movement, the health freedom movement, or just the freedom movement, that we always have a choice, especially when it comes to others insisting that we inject something into our body, even if that something is proven to be safe and effective. Well, how do you define safe and how do you define effective? And how about defining my rights? So be careful of phrases like this. Where there is risk, there must be choice. There must always be a choice. I've been speaking out about that since day one, and I will continue to do so, as you know, because I am marching this all the way to heaven.